Well, we did it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So before we jump into the video, I just want to say if you are new here, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. We do a lot of fun, colorful makeup looks on this channel. Clearly, not today. We didn't do that today. We did a neutral look because I promised you guys that I would do neutral looks, and this is what we did today. So I ended up using the rawbeautykristixPur palette with Pure. This is the only palette I used today. I did try a shimmer shade from a different palette, but I didn't end up liking it. So I just stuck with this. We used only this side. I honestly like it. I think it's very glamorous and very pretty. I also really want a glowy skin with this look. I don't know what it is, but every time I do like a neutral look, I always want super glowy skin. So we used a lot of hydrating, illuminating products today. I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking. If you wanna see how I got this look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. All right, neutral look. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take You're Not My Real Dad. It's the first shade we're gonna go in with. So I'm mostly focusing the shadow like right in here, and then I'll drag it up very lightly to the top because I don't want like a super harsh line to stop right there. It looks a little weird. And then I'm gonna start flicking this shade in. I'm sorry if this looks terrible. Neutral shades are just not, they're just not my cup of tea. I'm not saying I don't like this. I think it looks beautiful, but it's just not my thing, you know? And that's okay. So I'm really just angling this with whatever's left over on the brush. I don't want too much pigment in the angle, you know? Does that make sense? Then I'm going to switch brushes, and I'm going to pick up the shade Copper Boxes right here. And I'm going to start blending this out. I'm only taking that shade about halfway in, right under the brow, and just blending. It's going to look really messy until I get into it a little bit more. All right, then I'm going to take the shade Told You, which is right here. I'm taking just the tiniest amount of that, and I'm going to put that right where we ended that first shade to start that blend. Now, the good thing about this makeup look is I really didn't use that many brushes. Like, I think I used 1, 2, 3 brushes, maybe 4. Not a whole lot. So you could create this with literally anything. So then I'm going to dip into My Whole Heart. And I'm, again, using that same brush, and I'm just pushing that onto the rest of the lid. And I'm stopping it where I stopped that second shade. This is just going to help brighten it up a little bit. All right, so then you're going to be left with this mess. This look was really quick. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to touch up all of these spots. I got a little bit covered up. Make sure it matches the other eye. Go over things, blend things out some more. You guys know the drill. But this look really took like no time at all. So because I had that eyeshadow guard right there, when I went to match up my lower lash line, I did kind of have to create a new line. And that's perfectly fine. I had to do it on this side too. I just didn't put it down far enough, that's all. So I'm going to go back in with Told You and Copper Boxes. I'm just mixing between those two and putting that right in the center. So I'm going to take a clean, fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade My Whole Heart. It's the shade we used for the lid. And I'm going to go around these edges right here just to blend them out, make them softer. Okay, so once you're at this point, you can take any shimmer color that you want. I ended up going in with 2, but I'm just going to take the one from this palette, I'm going to take this shade right here. This is called Golden Ticket. At first I used a shimmer from the Nikki Tutorials palette. I used the shade All In, and I barely even went in with it, so you can't even tell. But it just was a little bit too, it had too many like different undertones to it. And I wanted to keep this more of a gold on this inner corner. So I'm just using my finger and putting that right in the front. Then I'm just going to go back in with my shadows and just clean it up and blend them into that shimmer shade. And that's basically it. It's so fast. It's glamorous at the same time. So before I do my lashes and everything on this side, I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom part first. So I'm just laying down some more of my Revlon Candid Concealer. So I'm going to take my nude liner from Beauty Creations. It's called Tiptoe. I'm going to line my waterline with that. Then I'm going to go back in with You're Not My Real Dad. It's the first brown that we used, and I'm just going to run that right under the lash line. And just taking my blending brush. I'm not picking up any more product. I'm just taking whatever's left over on it and just buffing out those edges. And then I went back in with Golden Ticket on a pencil brush, and I just popped that right on the inner corner. All right, and that's pretty much it for the shadow. I'm gonna go ahead and add my lashes, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do my base on camera. I want a super glowy base with this makeup, so be right back. All right, this is the eye makeup completed. So let's go ahead and work on some glowy skin. I'm gonna go in with 2 primers today. You don't have to do this, I'm just being extra bougie. So the first primer I'm gonna go in with is the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I freaking love this primer. I honestly forgot that I had it. And then I looked in my like little spinny thing that holds my foundations, and I was like, oh, I forgot I had this. So I'm going to use this just to really hydrate my skin because she is feeling a tad bit dry lately. Then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. She is very well loved, as you can see. This is just going to give us some glow from underneath the foundation. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but we are already glowy as heck. And then for foundation, I was honestly surprised I found like a glowy foundation that would match my skin right now. Well, actually, I don't even know if this is going to match my skin. This is an LA Girl Pro Coverage Concealer. Mine is in the shade Fair. It's HD Longwear Illuminating Foundation, so let's see if this will work. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. It'll work. It will work. You know what's funny is when I first tried this foundation, I did not like it. I thought it had like no coverage. It didn't, I don't know, it just didn't ring my bell, you know? But now, I'm actually kind of liking it. Oh yeah, that foundation is very, very glowy. That's pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and cream contour. I'm using my Soul Contour in the shade Medium. I used this in my last video, I think, and holy moly, I freaking love this. So we're going for very bronzed, very glowy makeup today. And I'm just going to blend that out with my sponge. So I'm not fully done blending that yet. I just want to go in with the rest of my cream products first. So I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, which is almost out, and it sucks. I need to buy a new one. But I'm grabbing everything that says hydrating for today. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Cream Blush. This is in the shade Turks and Caicos. This is stunning. God, this shade is just beautiful. I always forget to use it because it's just so tiny in my drawer. And by the time I'm like done doing my concealer and my bronzer and I set my face, because it's just a habit, I'm like, oh man, I wanted to use the e.l.f. blush and I always forget. So I made sure when I was grabbing everything out of my drawer that I pulled this puppy out. Very, very beautiful shade. I love these because they don't disturb anything underneath of them. They just work, you know? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set my face really quick. I'm not using anything new. I'm just using my porcelain powder as always, and then I'm going to set my face with my Anastasia powder. I haven't used this in a long time. I'm not sure if I liked it or not. I can't remember, but we're going to find out. I don't think I like this powder anymore. I don't know. It's just not... I feel like it's making my skin, like it's clinging to every little dry patch on my skin, and I don't like that. So because I want like an all over glow, I'm going to take my Revolution Pro Skin Finish in the shade Opalescent. She looks like this. Now I know this thing is like hard to see on camera, so I'm hoping it'll like pick up, but I'm literally just putting this everywhere. It just gives your skin that glow from within type of look. Oh, it's pretty. It's not glittery. It's not sparkly. It's just glowy. Oh, it's so pretty. I really hope it's picking up on camera because it is truly something else. It is so nice. So I'm actually not going to go in with powder bronzer or blush or anything because I'm really loving how this is looking. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with highlight and put on a lip and call it a freaking day. I'm going to go in with my Jaclyn highlighter in the shade Iced. And she's going to go right on those high points. Ooh. Oh, mama. Oh. I think it's safe to say we're glowing. We're very glowy. I'm going to kind of tone this down just a little bit. Who am I? I've never said that. I mean, we're glowing. We've succeeded. My gosh. Alright, I'm going to put on a lip. I don't know what I'm going to do. I definitely want to do a nude lip for sure. So I'm going to go in with Morphe lip liner in Sweet Tea. Then I'm going to go in with Bow and Arrow from Kat Von D. Look how little this guy is. It's so tiny. This might be a little dark for what I'm wanting, but no, it's okay. Ooh, that is a good freaking shade. I always forget how beautiful that shade is. Ow. Alright, I'm going to take my hair down and let my lip dry, and I'm going to throw on a gloss. Ow, 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 ow. Alright guys, and that is it for this finished, neutral, glowy skin makeup look. What do you guys think? This is so out of my comfort zone. You guys have no idea. But honestly, like, I kind of feel like a bad bitch right now. Why? Oh my god. I think it's the lip color, honestly. This is a good freaking combo. I ended up putting Morphe lip gloss in boho on top, and ooh, that just like topped it all off, brought it to a whole new level. So yeah, this is the look. This is what happened. I don't even know what to say because I don't do stuff like this. Like, very out of my element. But I did promise you guys that I was going to do some neutral looks. So here's the first one, and I actually really kind of like it. I think it's very, very elegant looking. I think I would wear this like on a wedding, like a wedding day, maybe like lighten up the lip a little bit, but this is like a good wedding look, I feel. But yeah, I really don't have anything else to say. I promised you guys a neutral look and we did it, and that's it. So as always, if you guys like me, you like my content, you like my makeup style, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up, turn on your post notifications, follow me on my Instagram. I always put it up on the screen. And yeah, that's all I have to say. All the products that I used today will be listed in the description box as always. So if you're ever curious as to what I'm using, you can find it down there. And that's it. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!